in the building, and right now y'all want to know how good sex is. We got the man, the author of the book, the tour, all this going down, Devin T. Robinson. Y'all seen him on BET, MTV, all in places and online and stuff. Mr. Robinson X, what's going on with you?
Man, I am doing good, young lady. How are you doing? Are you being Nike?
Yes, I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it for real. I'm definitely being Nike. I can have Mev over here to co-sign. What you think? I'm co-sign. You co-sign me? I'm being Nike.
Oh yeah. I co-sign that.
Just doing it. See what I'm saying? It's not just me. Other people see me just doing it, so you know I got that's my method right there. But what's going on with you? I've been promoting the tour. The book is on the website. HowGoodIsSex.com, and the book is called How Good Is Sex. The tour is called How Good Is Sex. Real quick, introduce it to the people, because you know we got some people that kind of think to the left, but let them know how the part of sex that you're talking about real quick, like overall.
Well, basically, the book is not even necessarily about sex. It's about how, it's not about the act of sex, but it's about how the world thinks about sex and how they emphasize sex in the wrong way. I just want to push mainly women to realize that sex is not the answer to finding love or finding a way to mend your broken heart. Sex is not the way. The true idea is to find out how to love yourself first, and then you think about sex later on down the road. So it's really asking you, is sex is supposed to be so beautiful, so awesome? I don't know all the gangster stuff that you hear about, but it's so good. Why does it cause HIV, broken hearts, early teen pregnancy, and all these horrible things that happen to us? So it really begs you to answer the question, how good is sex?
And basically forces you, kind of like, okay, it's worth waiting for till you find the right person, right?
Right. It basically just motivates women to start thinking a little bit more. I mean, a lot of women want to go and start dating all types of characters that may not have their life together because they want to be the ones to fix them. They want to get these guys together who ain't got their stuff together at all, in no way, shape, or form. Guys who probably don't even have ambition enough to even put themselves together. But these women want to give them their bodies, give them their time, so that way, hopefully, these guys will change in the future. But then when these women are broken, messed up in the mind, depressed, having all these issues that they're dealing with just because of donating their time to men who never were worth them, it gets them in a position where they sit there and they're abandoned and they're alone and they're thinking to themselves, how did I get here? And then it all reverts back to sex. You gave your body, you gave your spirit to somebody who never was worth you anyway, so now you're regretting it, you're hurt, you're embarrassed, but you have an opportunity to make a change. And in this book, it just details the way to guide yourself in the proper manner, so that way you don't have to think about this anymore. You don't have to worry about heartbreak and all these things. You focus more on getting yourself together, dealing with men who are already on your level, not a guy who's beneath you you're trying to bring up, but maybe a guy who's above you or a guy on your level, so that way you can worry about going forward. You don't have to worry about going backwards in order to hope to go forward. But that's what this book talks about. It does the dynamic. It's funny. It's serious.
Like the tour. So the book, how long did it take you to get the book together and finally get it out there? And because it's available online, is it in the stores yet, or is it just online?
Yeah, the book is available online at howgoodissex.com. You can get it at Barnes and Nobles. You can get it at Borders, whichever ones that are still left. You can get it online at Amazon.com as well. You just have to ask for How Good Is Sex by Devin T. Robinson X, and it'll pop up on their screen, and then they'll ship it into the store if there's not one there. But it took me, the whole process was maybe about a few months. It wasn't a long process. I already had this book in my mind for a long time and whatnot. It's basically parts of the workshop, and I just put it into chapter format. It's been powerful, man. Some people, it's the only workshop on the planet that I've seen where you get standing ovations for. I mean, I have on my wall awards for this workshop just because it inspires so many people. Women leave the workshop crying and all types of things, because you realize the truth that you can't blame this little dirtbag for hurting you, because it wasn't his fault. He shouldn't even have the opportunity to hurt you. Mm-hmm. And that's what it talks about. It kind of just checks people to say, we got to stop blaming ourselves for these decisions we're making, because a lot of these loser dudes know they're losers. They already know they're losers. They're just amazed that they're getting as many winning women as we are that they're getting them.
Church on the move. That's all I'm going to say on that one right there, because like you said, if you okay, I can't really get it out real quick, because I had this question right here on my paper about the Lil Wayne "How to Love" song. So what is your feelings, your point of view on that, on the "How to Love" song? Go ahead.
Let me break it down for you.
Go ahead.
The saddest thing is when I heard a woman say to me, I gave him so much respect I respected him so much more for writing that song. Now, I don't hate on any rapper. Let me make sure that disclaimer is out there. I don't hate on any rapper. We all know that they don't write these deep lyrical, all this other stuff back in the day, like they used to do back in the 80s. We know these characters are very simple now. We know it, but they're selling simple music to simple-minded people, so it's okay. So you can't hate on them for making money any way that they want to. Shoot, if I could make $80 million off retarded people, I would too. So now, I got that out of the way. This character just made a song about how to love after he's made all these other horrific songs about women, and they got the nerve to say, like, you clap for that? Like, really? That's like the devil. That's like the devil saying, you know what, I'm sorry. After all the crap he done did to you, go, oh, thank you, baby. What kind of junk is that? Man, get out of my face, man. Y'all are...
And then, but then on the album, he got a song called "How to Hate a Bee." I can't say it on radio, but you probably know what I mean. It's called "How to Hate a Bee." So how you gonna have a popping single, "How to Love," kind of get the women in, and then on the album you got a song called "How to Hate a Bee." Yeah. How good it says.
It's very simple.
Go ahead.
It's very simple. The reason why that works is because his marketing team already knows that he promotes to people that are not that educated. Not that they're not educated in the sense of they're not that socially educated. It's not like they're not book educated, because a lot of people, especially African Americans, are highly educated. Many white Americans are highly educated. Most people are educated. Mm-hmm. But socially speaking, many of these people aren't. Like they can't decipher any of this stuff. All this stuff seems like amazing to them. This guy can be so manly to these people, and he can do some of the, and I'm not homophobic at all, but he can do some of the gayest things, and now everybody does it. Remember back in the days when pink was a girl color?
Yeah.
It still is a girl color. Remember when having painted on jeans was a girl thing? It still is a girl thing. But these characters can do it, and they'll say it's manly, and we go, oh, it's manly. We don't really have that.
Okay, like kissing people on the lips. But back to How Good Is Sex. The book is out, the workshop. Well, the book came from the workshop, and right now you're taking the workshop back on the road. You're on tour now, traveling different cities or whatnot.
Right. We actually just left Miami. Whew, and that was crazy. That was an awesome show, man. I mean, I love freaking Miami, man, and it was good to be back home for the first stop. Right now, I believe we're in New York next. No, we're in Atlanta. I have a show on my birthday of all days at Georgia State University. My first time performing at Georgia State, so I have that on my birthday. And then I believe we're in New York after that, and some other place. I forgot. I got to go back and look on the website myself.
HowGoodIsSex.com. You know what I mean? That's where you can check the whole tour out, so you can get it live in person and also get the book too. Now, a lot of the dudes probably want to know why or just, I'm just going to put it out there because maybe people want to know why you just kind of, write and perform and put the knowledge out there to just the ladies. Is it because you feel the ladies are going to listen to you and buy the books and, and patronize you, and the dudes won't? Like, why do you just...
Well, actually, no. The real reason why is actually 70% of book buyers are women. Mm-hmm. This world is actually focused... marketing, most marketing, if anything, is marketed for women in one way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. Men don't buy cars to impress their homeboys. Like you'll never see a guy buy some shoes to impress his homeboy. Like, we don't do that. What we'll do is we'll say, yo, look at these shoes, dog. Y'all bet you can get all these females. Or look at this car, dude. Yo, man, we gonna ride into the club, dog. All those females gonna look. We don't really do stuff for our homeboys. It's just not what people do. We do it for women. We do it. So what this book is actually to promote to women, to inspire women to say, if these guys are willing to do all this stuff for you, then the least that you could demand is that they treat you properly. Like, that's all it's saying. Like, it's actually to motivate women to just check men. Like, just to let men know, like, this is not, like, vagina shouldn't be free. Vagina shouldn't be free how it is right now, when anybody can get it at any given day just by being a man. Like, it shouldn't be that. There should be some standards. There should be some things that he must do in order to earn the right into the pink passion. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't just be free. So that's what the book is about. That's why I promote to the women, just to inspire men, because that's my main focus. The only way we can get us together as collective, cohesive unit as black people is if the men get right. And the only way that the men gonna get it right is we find out that, hey, we just can't sit around and think that, you know, we can have a relaxed life and we'll be good girls anyway. Most men, if you look at throughout the Bible, most men had to be great in order to get women. If you look throughout the Bible, even in the animal kingdom, you will never see any animal get a woman by being okay. You had to have something. You had to have territory. You had to be tough, strong. You had to have something. You know, it just wasn't how you look. You had to have something in order to get that.
So basically, you telling women that you got some power, use your power, and that's what it is right there. So we about to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, if y'all want to get more of this, y'all got to go to howgooditsex.com, or you can go to soulerbanentertainment.com. Either one, you know, still a link there to go get the book. And also, if you go to howgooditsex.com, you can check out where you can, you know, go to the workshop and actually learn and ask questions from the man himself. Now, before I let you go, because we got some breaks that we're going to get to, and we're going to keep you on the line all day. But real quick, though, for those, you know, because basically you, like you said, came on the line, am I being Nike, just doing it? That's what I'm doing. And you kind of did the same thing. You took your workshop, your plays, and everything, transformed it into a book, and now you're all across the world doing your thing. Any, you know, advice you want to give to somebody who's out there, who they want to do it, but they just, you know, don't have that little push in their mind to do it? Like, any advice, encouragement, any word you want to give?
You guys know, I started my entire career when I was 19 years old. I didn't have a mom, no dad. My dad abandoned me when I was 12. My mom died when I was 12 as well. My dad left not even a week later. So the whole idea of you saying that you don't have it, that you don't have the blessings in order to get it, as long as you got God, you got it. You can, no matter what it is that you want to do in your life. I don't care if you want to be a rapper, a basketball player, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever it is that you want to become in your life, you can do it, because somebody who had less than you was able to do it. Somebody. I lived in cars, sold drugs, fought, got arrested, all types of junk. I was a pimp, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, at 27 years old, I'm now getting to the level I want to be in my life, just because I decided that it was time for me to get there. You guys got to believe in yourself. You got to be Nike, which means just do it, because nobody can tell you what you can or cannot do. Nobody can except you. So that's it.
And that's what it is right there. Make sure y'all go to howgooditsex.com. And I appreciate you on the line. And we about to get cut off with these commercials. We'll be back. Here's Drake headlines. Yeah, man. They know. That's what he's saying, y'all.